So in this video, I would like to talk a little about your inner child in a practical way. Inner child is part of our personality that is connected to ourselves when we were younger, time when we were more vulnerable, and right now when we are in a situation where a little bit uncomfortable, put us in a vulnerable situation, we come back to the feeling our child felt before. So in a way, we become little child when we are not in the best settings. So, to approach this, we talk about inner child as a concept to help us understand what to do with that part of us. And for this, I'll give you a very simple explanation what you can do and how to connect to that in a practical way. All right, for example, this example will really help you. If you are feeling sick, think about what would good, reasonable mother do when the child doesn't feel well. Mother most likely would say, "Hey, let me take a look. Wow, you're feeling not well. How about you sit down, lie down? I'll give you a nice tea. I'll give you a little blanket. How about have a rest? Just give a moment and have a rest." Not reasonable mother would say, "Hey, you have a timeline. You need to be on schedule. Don't be a loser. Don't feel weak. Get up and go." So this is the moment if you don't feel really well, talk to yourself and think kindly to yourself as you would to a child who is not well. And allow yourself to have this, whatever moment, to feel being cared for. And you are the person to give that care. Don't wait someone else to do that for you. You are that person, you are that parent who is there to provide nurture to your inner child, to yourself. Be two people at once and sit down, relax, have that tea, whatever you feel like would feel good at the moment. Have that moment for yourself, respectfully. Now, another situation. If someone else is aggressive towards you and expresses something rude towards you. For example, if it was a real situation when a child feels like it needs to be protected when someone else yells at them, what the mother would do. Most likely, the mother would say, "Hey, you, don't be rude to my child. That child doesn't deserve that." Right? That's reasonable. So, when someone else tries to push your boundaries, you know that you have this guard around you, like your inner strength, your inner parent that would say, "You know what? No, I don't like that tone with me," and express what you actually need, what that tone doesn't work for you, what boundaries you would like to establish. And for example, if you have a hard time, gently stop that attack and express your boundaries. You might start by saying, "No, I don't like that." Learn to say no. Next one would be um, understanding the fact that some people just don't know what boundaries are. They don't know boundaries towards themselves and they don't feel your boundaries. So by you explaining the boundaries, how the boundaries work, you teach them. So you are doing them a great favor to these people. So think about that angle. This may allow you to feel more free to express where your standards are, what boundaries you don't want to be crossed. Another situation can be when a child may feel a bit sad, or you, as an adult, as person that lives right now, feel a little bit sad and disappointment, or just kind of unhappiness, so to say. In meditation, when you have a conversation with your inner child, find out what that is. Sometimes happens that the child is a little bit different. It's not, it needs something that he didn't receive as a child. Now, because you didn't receive as a child. So, because certain need was not met, it kind of lingers. It stays there in the background. So, for that, when you find out what that is, you want to find ways to slowly give yourself enough love to know that that is okay, not to be standard or whatever was expected is okay. And you are there as the parent to meet that need, whatever that need is. If, for example, you were a little bit more boyish as a girl, your parents might wanted you to be a particular way and you were not. There was a lot of need for that child to be respected for whatever the child wanted. Or perhaps the child wanted to express himself a little bit more um, silly. And that was always suppressed by the parents. You want to make sure you find whatever that is and just let the child do whatever that is. And when you find out in meditation what they want for you to do, just find the ways to do it. And then just add this in your calendar to do this every day. Or whatever that is will make the child feel respected, heard, understood, or whatever need they need. You will feel more and more calm. You'll feel more and more happy. And at some point, when you do this long enough, just try this for 20 days. You will notice. You don't need to in 20 days. You will need this for a week. And you will notice how, for some reason, you feel a little bit more at peace. That little anxiety or that anger or that sadness slowly melt away. Try that. I guarantee you that this will make an effect. How you look at other people, how you look at your relationship with your parents, with your partner, with your friends, with the people around you. You will notice how you become more and more friendly because you don't feel that the world is there to get you. Because you have a protection, you have a safety haven inside of you because you found your inner parent in yourself. Good luck to you, and I highly recommend to listen to my meditation or any other meditation you can possibly find to get to see your inner child and to have this friendly relationship when you can come back and just one day the child will run towards you. One day the child will be so opened. The goal is, however, when you have this relationship and you tell them that you'll be back, make sure you're back. And for this, you can just close your eyes. If you've done it several times, you're like, hey, how are you doing? And then just go there. There is another advice I can give you that I've tried that too. There is a very old tradition that actually was a little journey by Native Americans when they allocated the space somewhere, for example, for you in a practical application. Imagine there is a place in your house, like somewhere, I don't know, there's some quiet place, you've got a cute corner. You imagine that place, that corner where you will check on your child. And every morning when you wake up, you have your cup of tea or cup of coffee, and then you imagine you have that visit, that you don't have to be physically in that place, but you can imagine, how is that corner? How is that child today? Just quick check. I see you. I'm here. I love you. Just know I love you. And then have this little conversation when you are very connected. You're there. And then you remember what the child wanted you to do, perhaps is usually something silly, something very basic, like, oh, I want you to dance more. I want you to find that bubbles, or I want to have, I want you to go to the park and play on the playground. I want you to go this way. I like when you run bare feet. I like to lie down in the grass. I like to lie down in the sand or in snow and do an angel. I want you to, I don't know, usually there's something very simple that you can do. I want you to hug. I want you to get that plushie and give it a hug. I want you to lay down. When you wake up in the morning, stay lying down in your bed before jumping off with alarm. I want you to have this few minutes when you can just enjoy your morning, whatever that is. It could be so many things, but you'll notice that it's very reasonable and very accessible. All right. I hope it was helpful and useful for you. Good luck, and I'll see you in other videos.